Chapter 21 Preparing to Seize the Fairy Grass from Tang San. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Just as the girls in the live broadcast room were watching Bibi Dong and Liu Erlong desperately stabbing each other's sore spots, Shen also checked all the functions of the live broadcast room, and then took out his diary again to write. Stand up. I originally thought that the live broadcast room created by such a powerful diary system would have some surprising functions, but it seems that I was overthinking it. Compared with those live broadcast rooms in the original world, the only additional function of the diary live broadcast room is that you can speak directly in the live broadcast room with your own thoughts. However, I am not stupid. If I suddenly have an idea during the live broadcast, I can write it down in my diary. In this way, you can write a diary and live broadcast at the same time. With the same workload, you can get two benefits, so why not do it? Forget it, let's not talk about this anymore. The diary system tells me that the more exciting the content of the live broadcast, the better the rewards I will get when the live broadcast ends. But the diary system didn't tell me what would be considered wonderful. It seems that I can only try a little by myself. Okay, now I want to start the live broadcast. The place I am at right now is the blue-silver forest, which is also the ancestral land of the blue-silver grass. There is a blue-silver king here with an age of 85,000 years. In the future, this blue-silver king will help Tang San awaken the blue-silver king bloodline and turn the ugly Tang San into a super handsome guy. Speaking of this, I think this blue-silver king should thank me. If it were other more ruthless protagonists, they would have found and chopped off the blue-silver king long ago. But I don't have any ill intentions towards the Soul Beast clan. The most I can do is help the blue-silver king find another place to stay after a while, as long as Tang Hao can't find the blue-silver king. Speaking of Tang San's awakening of the blue-silver emperor's bloodline, here are pictures of Tang San before and after his awakening. He is simply a completely different person. Picture of Tang San, click to view. I can only say that Tang Hao is really ugly, and Ayin is really good looking. I really don't know what Ayin liked about Tang Hao back then. Douluo Yishui in the live broadcast room, fuck you. Are these really the same person? It's too exaggerated. Douluo Yawowu in the live broadcast room said, you are a nymphomaniac, you have fallen in love with this blue hair, right? Douluo Yishui in the live broadcast room, no. I dare not like Tang San's character. On the contrary, it's you. The owner of the diary has said that you should not talk to Tang San again. Douluo Yawowu in the live broadcast room said, bah. Even if I can talk against a dog, I can't talk against Tang San. Douluo Ian in the live broadcast room. Okay, the story of what happened in the blue-silver forest is over. Next, I'm going to visit Shrek Academy in Soto City. I originally planned to go to the Botanical College, but then I suddenly realized that there was no need to go to the Botanical College to go to the Botanical College. It was enough to just go and see Ning Rongrong. Ning Rongrong in a white skirt and short hair belongs to the world of novels, while Ning Rongrong in a green skirt and long hair belongs to the world of animation. After saying that, Shen used 1,000 points to buy a teleportation talisman in the Diary Mall and teleported directly to the entrance of Shrek Academy in Soto City. The diary system is simply a scam. To teleport across the world, only 100 points are enough, but to teleport within the world, it actually requires 1,000 points. Fortunately, I didn't use up all the points. I only cultivated to the first level of Lanxian realm. I just stopped. Otherwise I would have to walk here on my own. After complaining, Shen moved his eyes toward Shrek's door and couldn't help but rolled his eyes. I had known for a long time that Shrek Academy in Soto City was in ruins, but I didn't expect it to be even worse than I imagined. By the way, this Flanders is quite stingy. Every year, so many people are fooled into signing up at Shrek. Regardless of whether the people who come sign up are successful or not, the registration fee of 10 gold soul coins will not be refunded. This should be a lot of money. Let's not talk about what happens in the academy. At least this school should do better. Douluo Liu Erlong, Boss Fu is still the same as when he was young. Douluo Yishui in the live broadcast room, can this be called an academy? Also, when will I have to pay the registration fee to go to school? Isn't it enough to just charge tuition? Douluo Yuowu in the live broadcast room, this is simply worse than the toilet in our Chihua Academy. Douluo Liu Erlong in the live broadcast room, maybe it's because Shrek Academy has been moved away for a while and there is no one to take care of it, so it becomes so dilapidated. This is the only excuse Liu Erlong can think of. I'm not saying it, Flanders is really harmful. After walking through the Shrek gate, Shen Fan continued writing in his diary and walked towards the room marked on the map. After all, students who can successfully enroll in Shrek Academy must reach level 21 in soul power before the age of 12. But this is actually a scam. In fact, if you want to be 100% successful in signing up for Shrek, you must reach level 25 before the age of 12. Douluo Yishui in the live broadcast room, I'm convinced. I have always thought that the income conditions of our Tianshui College are quite good enough. I didn't expect that Shrek's conditions for recruiting people are higher than our Tianshui Academy's 3 conditions of water and ice soul masters, female soul masters, and beautiful women. Douluo Yishui Binger in the live broadcast room said, have you ever said that about your college? Kindness. It was dawn, and no one was there. It seems that Shrek's people should have gone to Lamba Academy in Tiando City. After writing this, Shen Fan once again exchanged a teleportation talisman and teleported directly to the ice and fire eyes. Okay, I'm late. Seeing the mess near the Binghuoliang Eye, Shen Fan was already prepared, but he still couldn't help but feel a little depressed. No. I have to go to Lamba Academy to snatch the remaining fairy grass from Tang San. Just as he was told, Shen Fan redeemed the teleportation talisman for the 3rd time and went directly to Lamba Academy. It seems to be early. I don't know which dormitory Tang San lives in either. Forget it, it will be dawn soon, just go to the advanced class to find him then. At that time, not only can you grab the fairy grass, but you can also beat Tang San in front of many people, making Tang San lose an adult. Jie. Correct. Perhaps we can also take the opportunity to slap Yu Xiaogang. After all, Yu Xiaogang, like Tang San, is one of the 3 sources of evil in Douluo One World. Unfortunately, I am not strong enough now, otherwise Tang Hao, one of the remaining 3 sources of evil, would not be able to escape either. Douluo Bibi Dong, Hun Dan, how dare you? Douluo Liu Erlong, no, I want to find Xiaogang. Douluo Xiaowu, alas. Douluo Tang Yuehua, this is slander. Douluo Ain. Chapter 22 begins to expose Yu Xiaogang. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Shen Fan naturally didn't know how the women related to them reacted when he said he wanted to teach Yu Xiaogang, Tang San and Tang Hao a lesson. He continued to write in the garden of Tiando Shrek Academy. Journal, anyway, there is nothing to do now while waiting for dawn, so I might as well write a special chapter Yu Xiaogang's counterattack, Shameless, Road. Douluo Bibi Dong, Humph. I want to see how you want to discredit Xiaogang. Ever since Shen Fan said that Yu Xiaogang was one of the 3 sources of evil in Douluo continent, Bibi Dong had no good impression of Shen Fan at all. Again, it would be great if my diary could be seen by Bibi Dong and Liu Erlong. Forget it. Bibi Dong and Liu Erlong are obsessed with Yu Xiaogang. Even if the 2 of them knew all the truth, they would probably automatically find countless excuses for Yu Xiaogang to lie to themselves. After all, in their hearts, even if Yu Xiaogang breathes a sigh of relief, they still think it tastes good. I am making an irresponsible guess. Even if Yu Xiaogang gave them an eardrum in public, they would not be angry. Instead, they might cover their faces with their hands, thinking excitedly, ah. Xiaogang finally touched me, so happy. Douluo Bibi Dong said, you are irresponsible, and you are still making guesses. Bibi Dong was so angry that she almost cursed. Douluo Liu Erlong, I'm kidding you, how could Xiaogang be willing to hit me? Liu Erlong, on the other hand, is different from Bibi Dong, who has received a good education since childhood. He uses swear words readily, Okay, let's stop teasing Bibi Dong and Liu Erlong and start writing. In other words, one day decades ago, there was a loud noise in the sky, and Yu Xiaogang was born shiningly. Because he was born into such a prominent family as the Blue Lightning Tyrannosaurus family, and he is also the son of the patriarch of the Blue Lightning Tyrannosaurus family, it can be said that Yu Xiaogang's life was filled with glory and he was loved by almost all of them. It has also attracted the attention of countless family members and outsiders. However, all this completely changed on the day Yu Xiaogang awakened his martial spirit. At that time, during the martial soul awakening ceremony held by the family, Yu Xiaogang, who was supposed to awaken the Blue Electric Tyrant Rex martial soul, instead awakened a martial soul that was neither a pig nor a dog, and his innate soul power level was only pitiful half level. Since then, Yu Xiaogangs treatment has plummeted, and he is often teased by other members of the family. Actually, what everyone in the Blue Lightning Tyrannosaurus family doesn't know is that the martial spirit that was neither a pig nor a dog that Yu Xiaogang awakened was not a useless martial spirit that had never appeared before, but was far superior in quality. The Blue Electric Tyrannosaurus Rex martial spirit is the bright holy dragon martial spirit. It's a pity that Yu Xiaogang himself is too useless. His innate soul power is only half a level, and he is simply unable to support the complete awakening of the Holy Dragon Spirit of Light. As a result, the Holy Dragon of Light had no choice but to appear in his juvenile form due to malnutrition. In fact, if Yu Xiaogang cultivates his martial soul well in the following days, he may not be able to awaken the cub of the Holy Dragon of Light for the second time and become a true Holy Dragon of Light. But how did Yu Xiaogang do it? He did not study his martial soul at all, and randomly added 2 deflated soul rings to his martial soul. He successfully turned his martial soul into Luo Sanpao, and completely lost the ability to awaken for the second time. Possible. Douluo Bibi Dong. Douluo Liu Erlong. Douluo Yu in the live broadcast room. Can the martial spirit be awakened a second time? Douluo Yu in the live broadcast room. You say that all you think about is handsome guys, but you still don't admit it. Ning Rongrong, the young master of the 7 Treasures Glazed Tile sect, didn't her martial spirit evolve from the 7 Treasures Glazed Tile Pagoda to the 9 Treasures Glazed Tile Pagoda? Isn't this the second awakening? Douluo Yishui in the live broadcast room said, it seems to be true. Speaking of which, I have a question. No matter how stupid Yu Xiaogang is, he should know that his martial spirit that is neither a pig nor a dog is a mutation of the Blue Electric Tyrannosaurus Rex. Then he doesn't absorb Yalong's soul ring, but instead absorbs some messy soul rings. What kind of trouble is he going to make? Is this the wise man in the eyes of Bibi Dong and Liu Erlong? I think he is mentally retarded. Douluo Bibi Dong, this. Bibi Dong opened her mouth, but had nothing to say. Douluo Liu Erlong, maybe. Maybe. Liu Erlong probably spent a long time, but still couldn't find an excuse to explain to Yu Xiaogang, honestly, I'm sure. If Yu Xiaogangs first 2 soul rings absorbed subdragon soul rings, he would definitely not stop at level 29. As long as he is Yu Xiaogang. Forget it, let's not talk anymore. I am here to complain about Yu Xiaogang, not to teach Yu Xiaogang how to practice. It will take a big critical hit next. Well, in chronological order, let's talk about Bibi Dong and Yu Xiaogang first. With the passage of time, Yu Xiaogang's soul power level reached level 29. At this time, Yu Xiaogang discovered that no matter how hard he practiced, his soul power never improved at all. With no other choice, he temporarily gave up practicing and began to study various books, hoping to find a way to continue practicing in these books. Day after day, Yu Xiaogang almost read through the collection of books of the Blue Lightning Tyrannosaurus Rex family. He found that he could not find any information that was useful to him. In addition, some people in the family pointed fingers at him. Yu Xiaogang left in anger. He left the family and came to Wuhuan City. The Pope of Wuhuan Palace at that time was not Bibi Dong now, but Qian Xuanji. Qian Xuanji, for the sake of the Blue Electric Tyrannosaurus Rex family, agreed to let Yu Xiaogang join the spirit hall. So, Yu Xiaogang started reading in the Wuhuan City Library again. It's just that the Wuhuan City Library is completely open to the public, and anyone can read the various books in it, so naturally there won't be any secret-level books. But Yu Xiaogang came to Wuhuan Hall originally because he wanted to read some secret-level books, so he was naturally dissatisfied with this. Maybe Yu Xiaogang is lucky. Just when Yu Xiaogang was thinking about what method he should use to see the confidential books in Wuhuan Palace, he met Bibi Dong. Douluo has always valued strength. Bibi Dong saw that Yu Xiaogang came to the library to read every day, so he naturally became curious about Yu Xiaogang. And because Bibi Dong is surrounded by martial arts warriors who only know how to fight, she suddenly saw Yu Xiaogang, an alternative with a bookish face, and her curiosity about Yu Xiaogang increased even more. In this way, Bibi Dong took the initiative to come to Yu Xiaogang with full curiosity. Chapter 23, Bibi Dong was revealed to be in a secret room. You are listening at novelfull.audio. I don't know whether Bibi Dong is really stupid or naive. Not long after she met Yu Xiaogang, Bibi Dong was attracted by Yu Xiaogang's so-called theoretical knowledge and his desire to impart the knowledge of martial soul masters in the hands of wealthy families to ordinary people for the benefit of ordinary people. The lies are spread all over the place. Not only helped Yu Xiaogang publish a book, but also fell in love with him. If it weren't for insufficient authority, I guess Bibi Dong would really have stolen the secret collection of books from Wuhuan Palace and showed them to Yu Xiaogang. Bibi Dong, please be more careful. You should know very well what Yu Xiaogang did during the decades he lived alone. When he told you that he wanted to benefit ordinary people, did he ever do it? No. Absolutely not. In the past few decades, Yu Xiaogang has been hiding in Notting College and eating for free. If Yu Xiaogang really had ordinary people in his heart, how could he have not given even one lesson to the students at Notting College in decades? Obviously, the reason why Yu Xiaogang originally said to Bibi Dong that he wanted to benefit ordinary people was to hint to Bibi Dong and ask Bibi Dong to steal the confidential books of Wuhuan Palace and show them to him. Unfortunately, what Yu Xiaogang didn't expect was that Bibi Dong, the saint of the Wuhuan temple, seemed to have a high status, but in fact she was a waste and couldn't even get a few confidential books. But Yu Xiaogang couldn't show it. After all, he is a 29th level Great Soul Master. If Bibi Dong found out that he planned to use her from the beginning, Bibi Dong would probably even have his skull ripped off. Douluo Bibi Dong. Just like that, some time passed again. As Bibi Dong's teacher, Chen Xuanji finally saw the increasingly close relationship between Bibi Dong and Yu Xiaogang. Of course Chen Xuanji is unwilling. What a joke. How could Bibi Dong, who was so talented in cultivation, marry such a great soul master who could only stay at level 29 for the rest of his life? Even if this great soul master is the son of the patriarch of the Blue Lightning Tyrannosaurus family, it won't work. So, a good show of beating Mandarin ducks begins. At this time, Yu Xiaogang's explosion operation came again. He actually asked Bibi Dong to elope with him. What's even worse is that Bibi Dong agreed. I think if Yu Yuanjin had been present at that time, he would have shot Yu Xiaogang to death without saying anything. Who is Bibi Dong? That is the saint of Wuhuan Palace, the next pope of Wuhuan Palace. If Yu Xiaogang really deceives Bibi Dong into the Blue Electric Tyrannosaurus Rex family, it will become that Bibi Dong came to the Blue Electric Tyrannosaurus Rex family in the morning, and the Blue Electric Tyrannosaurus Rex family was also lured by Wuhuan in the morning. The palace was destroyed, and it was the kind that left no one behind. Douluo Bibi Dong. In fact, Yu Xiaogang wants Bibi Dong to elope with him, not because he loves Bibi Dong, but because Bibi Dong's cultivation talent is too high. If he can take Bibi Dong with him, who will you dare to point fingers at him? Just like Yu Xiaogang accepted Tang San as his disciple, as long as he trains Tang San into a title Douluo, then no one will dare to say that he is not good. Back to Chen Xuanji. At that time, Chen Xuanji heard Bibi Dong say that if she did not agree with her and Yu Xiaogang being together, then she would quit the Wuhuan Palace and elope with Yu Xiaogang from the Wuhuan Palace. After hearing this, Qian Xuanji was completely stunned. Qiang Sunji really didn't expect that the apprentice he raised since childhood would turn out to be a white-eyed wolf. The nurturing grace of Wuhandian for more than 10 years is not as good as a person whom I have only known for a short time. In anger, Qian Xuanji locked up Bibi Dong, hoping to make Bibi Dong calm down. Unfortunately, Bibi Dong seems to have identified Yu Xiaogang. No matter how Qian Xuanji tried to persuade her, she remained unmoved and insisted on being with Yu Xiaogang. In desperation, Qian Xuanji could only use his last move. As I wrote this, Bibi Dong, who was rushing towards Tiando City in the carriage to help Yu Xiaogang, suddenly burst out with an extremely powerful soul power aura, blowing away Hulaina who was driving the carriage with her head down, and also made the carriage couldn't bear it and fell apart. If you dare to say that, when I get to Tiando City, I will definitely kill you. No, it's to kill everyone who knows about this. Bibi Dong stood on the broken carriage, staring wildly in the direction of Tiando City. However, no matter how angry Bibi Dong was, Shen Fan didn't know. At this moment, he just hesitated and decided to write the incident down. No one could see his diary anyway. Speaking of which, Qian Xuanji did something I wanted to do but couldn't do yet. He said he to Bibi Dong directly in the secret room. For this reason, Qian Xuanji also received the nickname Douluo of the secret chamber. Boom. As soon as these words came out, all the heroines and supporting girls in the entire Douluo world were in an uproar, and then they all suddenly felt a chill running down their backs, as if they were being targeted by something terrible. Old teacher. If the other heroines, and supporting characters just feel a chill on their backs, then Hulaina is about to cry now, because Bibi Dong was staring at her with a look that had never appeared before. You won't tell anyone, right? The fists in Bibi Dong's sleeves clenched and unclenched, unclenched and clenched again, going back and forth dozens or hundreds of times before she said coldly, after all, she still couldn't bear to take action against this apprentice who had been raised as her biological daughter since she was a child. I promise I won't tell anyone. When Hulaina saw that Bibi Dong's eyes were no longer as scary as before, she assured her. That's good. With that said, Bibi Dong grabbed Hulaina, ignored the broken carriage, and flew directly in the direction of Tiando City as fast as possible, the other side, Tiando Palace. How could this happen? How could this happen? Is this why you keep ignoring me? In the prince's palace, Ren Xue, disguised as Xue Qinghe, stared blankly at the words he in the secret room and fell into a daze. No. I must go back and ask Grandpa. If this is true, then. After a long time, Ren Xue came back to her senses and hurriedly ordered the snake spear and the agouti to prepare the carriage. Strangeness. Do not know why. I suddenly felt a chill on my back just now. Did Tang Hao discover me? Impossible. I have the aura of an outsider. As long as I don't make too much noise, no one should be able to discover me. Besides, I haven't made a move against Tang San now. Even if he finds me, he shouldn't be so hostile to me. Chapter 24. Ren Xue feels that today's excitement is a bit too great. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Xue Yuer in the live broadcast room couldn't help but complain about Shen Fan's confusion. Douluo Yishu Yuer in the live broadcast room said, "It's not because of your random diary writing. Please. When you write a diary in the future, please be careful and don't write everything out. This will kill people." Fortunately, the copy of the diary has a rule not to harm the owner of the same copy of the diary. Otherwise Xue Yuer would really want to cry without tears. Douluo Liu Erlong in the live broadcast room, I also felt the chill just now. Bibi Dong. You don't want to silence us all, do you? Douluo Yibidong in the live broadcast room, isn't it possible? In fact, Bibi Dong had calmed down a little now and no longer had the urge to destroy everything, but she still couldn't give Liu Erlong a good look. Douluo Liu Erlong in the live broadcast room, See what you can do. You can try it. Anyway, you'll die if you try. Having said that, Liu Erlong had no intention of adding salt to Bibi Dong's wounds. She is also a girl and knows how hurt a girl would be if she encounters such a thing. At the same time, while chatting in the live broadcast room, Shen Fan quietly changed places and felt it for a while. He didn't notice any chill in his back, so he sat down with peace of mind and continued to write. Diary. In fact, the original world is divided into two versions about Qian Xuanji's secret room Bibi Dong. The first theory is that Bibi Dong was originally raised as a daughter-in-law by Qian Xuanji. The reason is that Qian Xuanji needs a female soul master with strong bloodline to give birth to a child of the angel lineage who can become a god. The second theory is that Qian Xuanji had to do this in order to keep Bibi Dong in Wuhuan Hall. The reason is that Bibi Dong's cultivation talent is too strong, and it is impossible for Wuhuan Palace to allow Bibi Dong to leave. Many people support the first statement, but I support the second statement. The reason is that Bibi Dong dared to say such stupid things as elopement to Qian Xuanji. Since Bibi Dong dares to say this, it means that Qian Xuanji is usually very nice to her, making her really feel the care of her family and a loving father. This is why she is so bold. A person only dares to act unscrupulously in front of someone he is truly at ease with, someone he truly trusts, and someone who truly cares about him, but he will never dare to act unscrupulously in front of someone he is not at ease with, someone he truly trusts, and someone who truly cares about him. For example, you dare to fool around in front of your parents who love you, but do you dare to fool around in front of strangers? Besides, when a man cares about a woman, does he really mean that to the woman, or is it really just a concern between family members or relatives and friends? How can the woman not feel it? At that time, Bibi Dong had no defense against Qian Xuanji, and she dared to say that she wanted to elope so boldly in person. It can be seen that Qian Xuanji at that time really raised Bibi Dong as his daughter, and had no such thoughts at all. As for why Qian Xuanji did the secret room thing later, I can only blame Bibi Dong for being stubborn. Bibi Dong is a saint. If Bibi Dong and Yu Xiaogang are really allowed to elope, where will the dignity of Wuhuan Palace go? When the time comes, when Wuhuan Palace captures Bibi Dong and Yu Xiaogang, not even Qian Xuanji can save Bibi Dong. After all, Qian Xuanji is the Pope of Wuhuan Palace first, and then Bibi Dong's teacher. If Qian Xuanji didn't want to lose the hearts of the people in Wuhuan Hall because of this incident, then he would have to execute Bibi Dong. After executing Bibi Dong, Qian Xuanji was reluctant to part with her. However, Bibi Dong, who was unable to get enough of her, made Qian Xuanji unable to find any other reliable way to keep her. In the end, Qian Xuanji could only use the secret room, which was not an option. Method. At that time, after Bibi Dong was imprisoned in the secret room, Qian Xuanji released her and told her that if she didn't want anything to happen to Yu Xiaogang, he should let her break up with Yu Xiaogang. Bibi, who knew she was no longer clean, Dong also chose to break up with Yu Xiaogang out of despair, and even said something against his will that Yu Xiaogang was not worthy of her. Douluo Liu Erlong, so this was the truth back then. But why is it completely different from what Xiaogang said? Shen Fan's words just now did not break Bibi Dong's guard, but instead made Liu Erlong break his guard a little. At this moment, she looked at the room where Yu Xiaogang was in with a rather complicated look. Actually, Yu Xiaogang also understood why Bibi Dong suddenly broke up. It should be Qian Xuanji's reason. But he didn't dare to find out the truth of the matter at all, because Yu Xiaogang knew that even if he found out the truth of the matter, he would not dare to step forward and do anything. What's more, Bibi Dong's words that Yu Xiaogang, are not worthy of me, Bibi Dong, really broke the self-esteem of Yu Xiaogang, and made him feel a little resentful towards Bibi Dong. So, for Yu Xiaogang, instead of finding out the truth and not daring to do anything, and letting Bibi Dong see clearly his irresponsible person, it is better not to find out anything and just pretend to be lost and leave, and it can also make Bibi Dong feel guilty towards him. Douluo Bibi Dong. And with Yu Xiaogang leaving, Wuhuan Hall finally became quiet again. Not long after, Bibi Dong became pregnant and gave birth to Ren Xue. Again, some time later, Qian Xuanji failed to capture the blue-silver Emperor Yin and returned to the Wuhuan Palace with serious injuries. Bibi Dong took the opportunity to devour Qian Xuanji and became the new pope of the Wuhuan Palace. Douluo Tang Yuehua in the live broadcast room, Bibi Dong. You killed the previous pope, why did you blame our Haotian sect? Douluo Bai Qinxiang in the live broadcast room, it's really hateful. Douluo Yibidong in the live broadcast room, this is not something I can decide. Bibi Dong was still very grateful to Tang Hao. If Tang Hao hadn't seriously injured Qian Xuanji, she would have had no chance of revenge. Aiwu and Wuxia would naturally be a little more polite to Tang Hao's sister, Douluo Qian Ren Xue in the live broadcast room. Is everything the owner of the diary said true? Qian Ren Xue felt that today was a bit exciting, so she couldn't control herself and asked. Unfortunately, Bibi Dong ignored Qian Ren Xue at all and was talking to Tang Yuehua. It's daybreak. I'm going to find Tang Yashan. When I'm free, I'll continue writing the next thing. However, there doesn't seem to be much to say about what happened next. It was nothing more than another period of love and hatred. The difference is that this time the person used by Yu Xiaogang became Liu Erlong. After writing the last stroke, Shen Fan put away his diary, stood up and walked towards the increasingly lively teaching building. Chapter 25 Beat Tang San's ears in front of everyone. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The other side. Erlong, why are you here? That Yu Xiaogang opened the door and was a little surprised when he saw Liu Erlong sitting on the stone bench in the yard. Nothing. Liu Erlong didn't answer the question, and the expression on his face was very complicated. Then let's go to the cafeteria for breakfast together. That Yu Xiaogang didn't know what was wrong with Liu Erlong, but he didn't care. Those who are favored are always confident. No. I still have something to do, you can go and eat by yourself. Liu Erlong glanced at the live broadcast room in front of him and saw that Shen Fan had arrived at the advanced class where Tang San and the others were. He immediately waved his hand and turned to leave. Anyway, Yu Xiaogang planned to go to the cafeteria to have breakfast at this moment, and he would not meet Shen Fan who was looking for trouble. He was not afraid that Yu Xiaogang would be taught a lesson by Shen Fan. At the same time, Shen Fan had already walked to the class where Tang San and the Shrek 7 devils were. However, due to the outsider aura, except for Shrek Sanmei and Jiangzhu, they saw Shen Fan in the live broadcast room. The four girls in the outside world and other people in the class subconsciously ignored Shen Fan, a complete stranger. Seeing this, Shen Fan rolled his eyes, smiled slyly, and walked towards Xiao Wu and the others. Yo! I didn't expect that there are 4 beauties hidden in this class. As soon as Shen Fan said this, he instantly attracted the attention of everyone in the classroom. Who are you? Who asked you to come to our class? Apologize immediately and get out. Otherwise, don't blame me for being rude. Seeing a stranger standing in front of Xiao Wu and the others, looking at the 4 girls with a malicious look, as Tang San's younger brother, Tai Long consciously stood up and scolded him without waiting for Tang San to speak. Is he the boyfriend of one of you? Shen Fan ignored Tai Long's shouting, looked at Xiao Wu and the 4 girls with a chuckle, and asked knowingly. No. The 4 women shook their heads at the same time. No? Shen Fan nodded, then the smile on his face disappeared, and he gave Tai Long a slap in the ear from a few steps away, sending Tai Long flying away. I'm not your girlfriend, why did you jump out? Among the 4 single attribute clans, the only one Shen Fan hates is the Force clan. Since Tai Long has jumped out on his own, Shen Fan definitely needs to express his feelings. Asshole. Seeing the person attacking Tai Long without saying a word, the 4 Shrek monsters headed by Tang San immediately surrounded Shen Fan with fierce eyes. 1 2 3 4. There are exactly 4 of them, and there are exactly 4 of you. They won't be exactly 4 pairs, right? Shen Fan didn't care at all about Tang San and the 4 people who were surrounding him. He looked at Xiao Wu and the 4 girls again and asked knowingly. After saying this, Ning Rongrong and Jiangzhu shook their heads firmly, while Xiao Wu and Zhu Zhuqing remained silent. Seeing this scene, Tang San, Dai Mubai and Oscar frowned. Especially Oscar, Xiao Wu and Zhu Zhuqing were fine. Although they didn't admit it, they didn't deny it, but Rongrong directly said Oscar shook his head in denial, which made Oscar feel very uncomfortable. Countless question marks popped up in Shen Fan's mind regarding Shrek Sanmei's reaction. However, before Shen Fan could think about it, Tang San took a step forward and spoke righteously. I don't care who you are. Please apologize to Tai Lung and pay enough medical expenses. At the same time, you must also fight me. Tai Long and the Li clan were his new subordinates, so Tang San would naturally not ignore Tai Long being bullied by others. After all, he can still use the Force clan, so naturally he cannot let the Force clan feel disappointed. Oh. You want to fight me? Shen Fan, who was looking at Shrek Sanmei in confusion, suddenly felt happy when he heard Tang San's words. He didn't care about the strangeness of Shrek Sanmei and looked at Tang San with a joking expression. Please. Tang San made a gesture of invitation, then ignored Shen Fan and walked straight out the door. This was Shrek Academy, and with Dai Mubai and the others watching, Tang San wasn't worried at all that this person could escape. These days, there are still people who are looking for a beating. It's such a vast world, full of wonders. After saying that, Shen Fan followed Tang San to the open space outside the class. At this moment, all the students in the Shrek teaching building heard the commotion and ran over curiously. Tang San and Shen Fan were surrounded by 3 floors inside and 3 floors outside, and started chatting. Student A, who is this person who is preparing to fight Tang San? He is so brave. Doesn't he know Tang San's record? Student B, who knows, he's not from our college anyway. Student C, it's already good that this person has the courage to challenge Tang San. I just don't know how many moves he can hold up against Tang San. Maybe it was because Tang San's battle against Tai Long's family shocked the Shrek students so much that none of them took a fancy to this stranger who was fighting against Tang San. At this time, Tang San ignored the students who were praising him. Seeing that the people opposite him obviously had no intention of introducing himself first, he took the initiative to introduce himself. Tang San. Martial Spirit, Blue Silver Grass. The 39th level control system weapon Soul Master. Of course, this was not Tang San's magnanimous politeness and tolerance, it was purely for his own personality. In fact, regardless of Tai Lung, if the person in front of him dares to stare at Xiao Wu and praise Xiao Wu's beauty, he already has a way to kill him. If it were in a deserted place, Tang San would have already taken action. My name is Shen Fan. You don't need to know the rest. It's not that Shen Fan didn't say it on purpose, it was mainly because Shen Fan didn't remember until now that he didn't have a martial spirit. Insanity. The first soul skill, Entanglement. Shen Fan's arrogance made Tang San's anger rise. He immediately stopped talking nonsense and directly used a signature skill to control Shen Fan. Then he came to Shen Fan on the ghostly shadow trail, raised his hand, and planned to fight with him. Tao returned the favor and gave Shen Fan an ear melon. Snapped. However, Tang San's idea was beautiful, but in the end it was Tang San who got slapped in the ear. That's not true. How could you break free of my number 1 soul skill so quickly? After being slapped to the ground by Shen Fan, Tang San looked at the blue silver grass scattered on the ground with a shocked expression, full of confusion in his heart. If it was you who was entangled with me, I wouldn't take the initiative to break away. Shen Fan said something Tang San couldn't understand. Douluo said, the pale light of pomegranate. Of course, Tang San couldn't understand, but Ain did. Humph. Don't be proud. I was just careless. After saying that, Tang San started to attack with all his strength, intending to make up for the phase he had just lost. Unfortunately, no matter what moves Tang San used, there would be a pop sound on his face basically every 3 seconds or so on average. Chapter 26 Teach Yu Xiaogang a lesson. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Enough. A few minutes later, Xiao Wu looked at Tang San's swollen cheeks and finally couldn't help but ran over and stopped in front of Tang San. She was just a little disappointed with Tang San, not completely disappointed. It was impossible to see Tang San in such a miserable state and still not step forward to help. Ha! Now that this little beauty has spoken, then I will naturally give you face. Seeing Xiao Wu blocking him in front of him, the blue light around Shen Fan gradually faded away and he said with a smile, anyway, just now when everyone was attracted by the pop sound on Tang San's face, Shen Fan had secretly picked all the 24 gems on Tang San's 24 bridge on the moonlit night. This time the main task has been completed. Xiao Wu, get out of the way. I haven't lost yet. After saying that, Tang San pushed Xiao Wu away who was blocking him, and planned to use the clear sky hammer and the 8 spider spears as his trump cards. No matter in his previous life or this life, Tang San had never been humiliated like this today, which made Tang San almost lose his mind. Haven't you seen that he is just playing tricks on you? You are no match for him at all. Tang San's current words and deeds made Xiao Wu's disappointment in him even deeper. Xiao Wu. You won't distinguish between friend and foe just because the other party complimented you on your beauty, right? Tang San naturally didn't know what Xiao Wu was thinking. He only knew that Xiao Wu, who had always been obedient to him in the past, not only didn't help him, but was actually trying to undermine him. What nonsense are you talking about? Seeing Tang San talking about herself like this, Xiao Wu's face darkened, and she was so angry that she almost let Tang San know what rabbit kicking was. At this moment, Xiao Wu somewhat believed that the polite and gentlemanly demeanor that Tang San showed in the past when things were going smoothly was really an act of his. Little 3. How can you say that about Xiao Wu? Tang San somewhat lost his mind, but Dai Mubai and the other 3 monsters did not. Seeing this, they quickly came over to break up the fight, and also stop Tang San who wanted to continue attacking Shen Fan, but Ning Rongrong and Zhu Zhuqing did not let them continue. When he had the opportunity to speak, he pulled Xiao Wu back to the classroom with an expressionless expression. Tang San. Looking at the way you look now, I know that you have always had a smooth life and have never suffered setbacks. This is not good for your growth. Today, I have taught you a lesson, letting you know the taste of frustration. I believe that after this incident, you can grow better in the future. All right. I'm leaving. I look forward to our next meeting. Oh. Correct. Don't thank me too much. After saying that, Shen Fan ignored the shock and speechless expressions of the people around him, the fearful and cold eyes of Dai Mubai and the others, and even Tang San who gritted his teeth in hatred, pushed aside the crowd and smiled. Walk towards the school gate. Kindness. Isn't this our great wetness, Yu Xiaogang? Originally, Shen Fan felt a little regretful not seeing Yu Xiaogang next to Tang San, but now it's better. The other party came to his door. Boom. Ouch. Yu Xiaogang fell to the ground. Because of the outsider aura, Shen Fan saw Yu Xiaogang coming towards him, but Yu Xiaogang did not notice Shen Fan, and naturally bumped into Shen Fan. Which class are you a student in? You don't even look at people when you're walking. After sitting on the ground and grinning for a long time, Yu Xiaogang stood up holding his waist and asked angrily. Unlike other teachers and students, he only had Tang San in his eyes, so naturally he didn't know that the person in front of him was not a student of the academy at all. My surname is Ba. A single name is also a domineering word. Shen Fan said seriously. Ba Ba. Hearing this, Yu Xiaogang shouted subconsciously. Kindness. So nice. Shen Fan pretended to be an elder and patted Yu Xiaogang's head kindly. You. Are you the Shen Fan who came to the academy to cause trouble? That Yu Xiaogang is not stupid either. As soon as he called out the word Ba Ba, he realized that he had been fooled. In addition, no one in the academy dared to talk to him like this. He guessed it at once. The person in question should be the person who beat Tang San just now. You know me? Shen Fan was a little surprised. If you come to our Shrek Academy to cause trouble, someone will naturally come over and tell me. You are quite courageous, you even dare to fight Tang San. Wait, then. This is not going to end well for you. Yu Xiaogang now regards Shen Fan as a dead man, because he knows that Tang Hao will never let Shen Fan go. Really? Then I'll wait. But how dare you threaten me? Having said this, Shen Fan looked Yu Xiaogang up and down, and then suddenly took action and kicked Yu Xiaogang's knee. Ah! As his knee was kicked by Shen Fan, Yu Xiaogang's eyes widened and he slowly fell to the ground, unable to make a sound from the pain. It seems Liu Erlong is here. Sensing the sudden strong fluctuation of fire-attributed soul power in the distance, Shen Fan quickly kicked Yu Xiaogang's other knee and left Shrek Academy as quickly as possible. Douluo Bibi Dong in the live broadcast room said, Liu Erlong, what are you doing? Why don't you stay with Xiaogang 24 hours a day to protect him? Bibi Dong was very angry and wanted to beat Shen Fan and Liu Erlong to death. Douluo Liu Erlong in the live broadcast room, Are you really willing to let me stay with Xiaogang 24 hours a day? Liu Erlong sneered. After saying that, Liu Erlong ignored Bibi Dong who was madly attacking her in the live broadcast room. He glanced at Ning Rongrong who was chasing after him and silently took Yu Xiaogang back to the dormitory. The other side. Your Mightiness. You've been following me for so long, why don't you come out to meet me? In Tiando City, Shen Fan walked into a deserted alley, turned around and said with a half-smile. You could actually find me. Su didn't expect that he would be discovered. After a few seconds, a surprised voice sounded. Is it hard to find you? Shen Fan rolled his eyes speechlessly. Do you know why I came to you? The visitor didn't care about Shen Fan's attitude and asked calmly. Do not know. But I know you haven't taken a shower for at least a year. Fortunately, I am strong. If it were another weaker person, I would have been fainted by the smell of you by now. Shen Fan made a gesture of vomiting. I'll give you 2 ways. The first one is to apologize to Tang San and then become his little brother. Second, take my move. The visitor had no intention of talking nonsense with Shen Fan and directly gave Shen Fan 2 choices. Looking at you covering your face with a cloak, you must be very ugly. It really fits that sentence, what looks ugly is beautiful. Come on, I won't play with you anymore. You go on with your dream. After saying that, Shen Fan teleported away without waiting for the visitor to react. Chapter 27 continues to write the story of Liu Erlong and Yu Xiaogang. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Thousands of miles away from Tiando City, in front of a waterfall on the outskirts of Saint Soul Village, Shen Fan was recording what just happened in his diary. Again, Douluo continent is truly a fantasy sewer. Tang San is already at the 39th level, and in front of me, who is at the first level of the Lanxian realm, he doesn't even have the chance to fight back. Moreover, not only did he have no chance to fight back, he didn't even know that I had stolen the gems from his storage soul guide. Jia. Girls. Correct. Just now I felt like something was wrong with Shrek Sanmei. However, now that I think about it carefully, it seems that I have been worrying too much. After all, according to Shrek's 3 beauties' personalities, Xiao Wu and Zhu Zhuqing really would not openly admit their relationship with Tang San and Dai Mubai in front of so many people. As for Ning Rongrong, at this point in time, she might like Tang San more than Oscar, otherwise she wouldn't have said anything in front of Oscar after her martial spirit evolved. Tang San. Well, that should be it, that's why Ning Rongrong denied the relationship with Oscar. I'm such a clever little guy. Ning Rongrong. Speaking of words. Tang Hao is still so shameless. Didn't I just give Tang San dozens of ear melons? It's all as clear as Tang San said, I did this for his own good. But Tang Hao's fellow insisted on pursuing him relentlessly. You actually want me to be Tang San's little brother? I, Shen Fan, have never seen such a shameless person. The girls, do you want to take a look at what you wrote just now? It's obvious that Fatty beat Tang San, and you have to say it was for Tang San's good. Your shamelessness is something we have never seen before. Douluo Tang Yuehua, second brother, was that person really you just now? But since you are here in Tiando City, why don't you come and see me? Hey. I think Tang Hao would never have thought that I had recognized him, let alone that I knew where the blue silver emperor was. Douluo in the live broadcast room, Yuehua. I might get caught. Just now, I felt that the environment in the live broadcast room was a bit familiar. Now after what Shen Fan said, this is clearly my hiding place. Douluo Tang Yuehua in the live broadcast room, sister-in-law. You. Me. Douluo in the live broadcast room, I don't want you to save me. I'm afraid even Hao can't do this. I just want to tell you to help me take good care of Hao in the future. Douluo Tang Yuehua in the live broadcast room, I understand, sister-in-law. For some reason, Tang Yuehua felt faintly happy. Douluo Yishui in the live broadcast room, is this the 100,000-year-old soul beast blue-silver emperor? It seems to be no different from ordinary blue-silver grass. It just has some more golden lines. By the way, plant-based soul beasts like this shouldn't be planted in places with lots of sunlight. Why is blue-silver emperor Ain planted in a place that has no access to sunlight and is not suitable for blue-silver emperor's cultivation? No one could answer Xue Yuer's question, so many people looked at Shen Fan who was holding a leaf of Ain and looking around in the live broadcast room. I don't know where this leaf corresponds to in Ain. Douluo Yishui in the live broadcast room, I want to know too. Douluo Ian in the live broadcast room. This Tang Hao is really cruel, he actually planted Ain in such a bad place. This is to make it clear that I don't want Ain to practice to 100,000 years again. Douluo Ain, nonsense. Obviously it was Hao who wanted to see me often, so he planted me here. Ain was angry. Unfortunately, I can't take Ain away yet. I just thought that if I took Ain away, and when Tang Hao came back and saw Ain disappeared, I am afraid that Tang Hao would suspect that it was someone from the Holy Soul Village who did it, and then the entire Holy Soul Village would be destroyed by Tang Hao. Although I'm not a good person, I can't do things that benefit myself at the expense of others. Except Tang San, Yu Xiaogang, and Tang Hao. Women, she is a little shameless, but her character is not bad. However, although I can't take Ain away yet, I can live here for a while. I don't know if this counts as giving Tang Hao a hat. Douluo Ain, of course not. I don't know how Yu Xiaogang is doing now. I guess Liu Erlong must be looking for a high-level healing soul master for Yu Xiaogang now like he is crazy. But let me tell you, Liu Erlong's brain might have been burned out by her fire dragon spirit. Did she never suspect that Yu Xiaogang knew that she was from the Blue Lightning Tyrannosaurus Rex family from the first day he met her? Douluo Liu Erlong, what, I happen to have free time now, so let's continue writing the next chapter that I haven't finished before. Remember that when Yu Xiaogang and Bibi Dong broke up, he had no place to go and started wandering around the mainland. During this period, he first met Flanders who was also traveling the continent alone, and then while traveling with Flanders, he met Liu Erlong who was hunting souls alone. So, under the arrangement of fate, three young people who had no intersection with each other came together and became sworn brothers and sisters. Since Flanders is the oldest, Flanders becomes the eldest brother of the two, Yu Xiaogang ranks second, and Liu Erlong is the third sister. In this way, the three of them officially started team training. In the beginning, the three of us basically discussed where the team wanted to go. But as time went by, Liu Erlong slowly fell in love with Yu Xiaogang, erudite wise man. So, the command of the team slowly passed into the hands of Yu Xiaogang. At this time, Flanders also fell in love with Liu Erlong, so he found an opportunity to secretly confess his love to Liu Erlong. As a result, Liu Erlong told Flanders that she loved Yu Xiaogang. Flanders was generous and expressed his willingness to quit, and also help Liu Erlong and Yu Xiaogang to connect. Soon, Liu Erlong and Yu Xiaogang, with the help of Flanders, started getting married. However, just a few days before the wedding of Liu Erlong and Yu Xiaogang, earth-shattering news suddenly came out on the mainland. Pope Qian Xuanji of Wuhuan Temple died, and Bibi Dong took over the throne. Hearing the news, Yu Xiaogang disappeared for several days. Subsequently, on the night of the wedding, Liu Erlong's biological father Yu Luo Mian suddenly appeared at their wedding and announced that they were cousins. At this point, Yu Xiaogang seemed to be unable to accept this blow, leaving Liu Erlong, his newlywed wife, alone, and fled. Chapter 28 Liu Erlong, Is I Really That Bad? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Hee hee. I really laughed. I will not say whether it is a coincidence that Yu Luo Mian came here on the wedding day. Let me just ask. Obviously only 3 people knew about the wedding. How did Yu Luo Mian know that Liu Erlong and Yu Xiaogang were getting married? The relationship between Liu Erlong and Yu Luo Mian is not good. It is impossible to tell Yu Luo Mian about their marriage, and Flanders does not know Liu Erlong's true identity. Then, it seems that the only person left who will tell Yu Luo Mian is Yu Xiaogang. As I said before, just a few days before Liu Erlong and Yu Xiaogang were to get married, news of Bibi Dong's successor as Pope spread on the mainland, which gave Yu Xiaogang a new idea. If he really marries Liu Erlong and lives with Liu Erlong, then he will definitely lose Bibi Dong's attention completely. What he wants to get from Bibi Dong in the future is basically it turned into wishful thinking. But if he only gets married to Liu Erlong and does not live together, then not only Bibi Dong will always pay attention to him, but even Liu Erlong will never forget him. No matter what happens in the future, he can always stand firm. The place of defeat. But to do all this, Yu Xiaogang must have an upright and reasonable excuse to leave Liu Erlong, otherwise Bibi Dong will be disappointed in him, and Liu Erlong will not be able to spare him. So, it seemed that the only way was to calculate the time and secretly tell Yu Luo Mian about his marriage to Liu Erlong, so that Yu Luo Mian could stop him and Liu Erlong from living together after marriage. It can only be said that Liu Erlong is too pitiful, or that Yu Xiaogang is too useless and has been scheming against Liu Erlong the whole time. However, to be honest, in response to the question I raised earlier, I really don't know what Liu Erlong is thinking. She clearly knew that Yu Xiaogang had really worked hard on the research of martial arts because he wanted to solve the problem of his martial soul's defects, so how could Yu Xiaogang not see her Liu Erlong's fire dragon martial arts? The soul is mutated from the blue electric Tyrannosaurus Rex martial soul. If Yu Xiaogang really couldn't tell, then the reason why Bibi Dong and Liu Erlong fell in love with Yu Xiaogang because of Yu Xiaogang's wisdom would become the biggest joke in the world. After all, it is not a joke to regard a person who has studied martial arts for more than 10 years, but still understands nothing, knows nothing, and cannot discern anything, as a sage with great wisdom. Douluo Liu Erlong, am I really that stupid? Douluo Bibi Dong. Of course, from Yu Xiaogang's standpoint, what he did was not wrong. As the Pope, the benefits Bibi Dong can give Yu Xiaogang are indeed not comparable to those of Liu Erlong. On this point, Liu Erlong should also be self-aware. In appearance, she, Liu Erlong, cannot compare to Bibi Dong. In terms of status, she, Liu Erlong, cannot compare to Bibi Dong. In terms of strength, Liu Erlong cannot compare to Bibi Dong. Douluo Liu Erlong, I have the self-awareness of your sister, am I really that bad? Nothing can compare to Bibi Dong. Well. It doesn't seem right either. At least one thing is that in the eyes of ordinary people, Bibi Dong cannot beat Liu Erlong. Liu Erlong is still a young lady, Bibi Dong is not. Douluo Bibi Dong. But these are small things. Just like me, I like Bibi Dong regardless of whether she is a young lady or not. Hey. Douluo Bibi Dong, looking for death. The girls. Why does the color change as I write it? Can I still write well? However, it is Liu Erlong who has the last laugh. When Liu Erlong and Yu Xiaogang met again at Lanba Academy after many years, under Flanders' bad idea and Tang San's persuasion, Yu Xiaogang agreed half-heartedly. Flander and Liu Erlong became a spiritual couple. The so-called spiritual couple means they are a couple spiritually, but they don't do that kind of thing. Douluo Liu Erlong, am I stupid? I would even agree to such an outrageous thing. At this moment, Liu Erlong's mentality was completely different from before because of Shen Fan's diary. Naturally, he couldn't understand why he originally agreed to Flanders' bad idea, to be honest, Liu Erlong would have wanted to kick Yu Xiaogang out of the academy if his love for Yu Xiaogang hadn't been so deep that he couldn't let go of it all at once. Douluo Bibi Dong. I'm going to lose. But if it's just a spiritual couple, it's almost the same as now. I don't think I'm a loser, right? On the other side, Bibi Dong, who was still halfway there, saw the diary saying that Liu Erlong would have the last laugh. Her face changed, and her eyes were fixed on the copy of the diary, wanting to see what other explanations there were. Of course, if Yu Xiaogang can really be a spiritual couple with Liu Erlong for the rest of his life and never go beyond the realm of possibility, then I really admire him. Yu Xiaogang. As a result, not long after Bibi Dong fell, Yu Xiaogang took his words as anger and immediately became a real couple with Liu Erlong. I just want to say, are you so funny? I have always told Flanders that Liu Erlong is your cousin, and you two cannot be a real couple. How? If Bibi Dong dies, you and Liu Erlong are no longer cousins, so can we get married? Douluo Liu Erlong, why do I feel more and more like I am a substitute? Liu Erlong looked at Yu Xiaogang with an increasingly evil look. Douluo Bibi Dong, will I perish? Did I fail the divine test? Yu Xiaogang. You're fine. You are really good. Yu Xiaogang, failed the divine examination and died. This was the only possibility that Bibi Dong could think of. But she immediately realized it. Thinking that Yu Xiaogang and Liu Erlong became a real couple after her death, she immediately threw away the matter of her death. When he got to the side, he yelled Yu Xiaogang's name with a face full of madness. Huliena was so frightened that she didn't even dare to breathe. Douluo Ren Xue, will she fall in the future? Did Grandpa do it? No. I can't let Grandpa take action against her. Thinking of this, Ren Xue felt that the carriage she was riding in was too slow, so she directly summoned her martial spirit and flew towards the spirit city at the fastest speed. Correct. I still remember that many people said that later on, Yu Xiaogang and Liu Erlong became a real couple, just to rebuild the Blue Lightning Tyrannosaurus Rex family. I have to say, with this IQ, I am really convinced that I still want to clear Yu Xiaogangs name. Chapter 29. Bibi Dong was almost mad by Shen Fan. You are listening at novelfull.audio. If Liu Erlong and Yu Xiaogang really want to rebuild the Blue Lightning Tyrannosaurus Rex family, then, Yu Xiaogang and Liu Erlong should break up, or let Yu Xiaogang find more women. After all, if only the two of them are together, they will only give birth to one child a year at most. Will it take until the year of the monkey to rebuild the Blue Lightning Tyrannosaurus Rex family? So, it's just that Yu Xiaogang couldn't stand it anymore and wanted it. He was even worried that Liu Erlong would give him a hat when he got tired of being a spiritual couple, but he was too embarrassed to go back on his word, so he came up with the idea of rebuilding the Blue Lightning Tyrannosaurus Rex family. It's just an excuse to get rid of Yu Zhongko. Douluo Liu Erlong, Hundan. I'm the kind of person who sticks to everything. How could I betray you? However, Bibi Dong is also a ruthless person. Just because the Blue Electric Tyrannosaurus family expelled Yu Xiaogang from the family, when the time came a few years later, she sent out the digital title Douluo from Wuhuan Palace to lead a team and wiped out the Blue Electric Tyrannosaurus family in one fell swoop. Except for a very few clan members who were not in the Blue Lightning Tyrannosaurus Rex family at the time, none of them, including the clan leader Yu Yuanzhen, ran away. Douluo Liu Erlong in the live broadcast room. Bibi Dong. You've gone too far. Although Liu Erlong has no sense of belonging to the Blue Electric Tyrannosaurus Rex family, it does not mean that she will be indifferent when seeing the Blue Electric Tyrannosaurus Rex family being wiped out. Douluo Bibi Dong in the live broadcast room. Done. I didn't kill you all, so you should just have some fun. Bibi Dong said coldly. Douluo Liu Erlong in the live broadcast room. Liu Erlong gritted his teeth in hatred, but he really couldn't beat Bibi Dong. Of course, Bibi Dong will do this, and I understand. In fact, Bibi Dong has been half crazy since Jinshuan was locked in the secret room. The reason why she doesn't seem to have anything wrong now is simply because of Yu Xiaojiang's existence. If Yu Xiaojiang dies one day, then there will be no need for the entire Douluo continent to exist for Bibi Dong. By then, Bibi Dong, who has no scruples, will be invincible in the world. It can be said that unless there are several true gods besieging her from the lower realm before she becomes a god, she can easily kill the three demigod-level powerhouses Qian Daolu, Bo Saishi, and Tang Chen at the same time. Douluo 1 and Douluo 2 girls, so powerful. We don't believe it. I remember that Bibi Dong fell in the end because the gods in the divine world violated their own rules. A veteran Shura god king and a veteran Poseidon were hiding in the god realm and secretly attacked her. In the lower world, Tang San, who inherited Poseidon and half of the Shura god king, attacked her. There was also a Rakshasa god who was passing on to Bibi Dong. In the Rakshasa god position, Bibi Dong played a dirty trick. In addition, Bibi Dong also devoted part of his mind to checking whether Ren Xue was safe. In other words, under so many unfavorable circumstances, Bibi Dong finally fell because of saving Ren Xue. Otherwise, even if so many gods attack her at the same time, they may not be able to defeat her. By the way, for the sake of Bibi Dong being so beautiful, should I remind Bibi Dong that God Rakshasa didn't have any good intentions at all when he passed the throne to her. The Rakshasa god said that she and the Shura god king are in a hostile relationship, but according to my research, she, the Rakshasa god, is basically the woman of the Shura god king. Otherwise, how could God King Shura allow God Rakshasa to put the inheritance place of his divine position together with the inheritance place of his divine position? To say that God King Shura did not notice the little moves of God Rakshasa, I am afraid only a real idiot would believe it. Forget it. If Bibi Dong knew that I had taken action against Yu Xiaogang, I am afraid that she would not even give me a chance to speak and would take action against me directly. It's better to change the target to Ren Xue. After all, in addition to being a love brain, Ren Xue has a very good character. The key is that she is the most beautiful woman in the world of Douluo. The Douluo girls asked, "Are they really so beautiful?" Douluo Bibi Dong. Douluo Ren Xue, did you choose to come to me because of my character or because I am the most beautiful woman in the world of Douluo? At this time, Ren Xue was very happy because she knew from Shen Fan's diary that Bibi Dong loved her, so she was in the mood to joke. As for the rest, with the existence of Shen Fan outside the plot and the copy of the diary, Ren Xue does not believe that everything will develop according to the original route. Hey. It's such a happy decision. I will go find Ren Xue after a while. Correct. Ren Xue should be pretending to be Tiando Crown Prince Xue Qinghe in the Tiando Empire at the moment. It seems that she cannot see her true face. It seems that before going to find her, I have to look in the diary mall for any treasures that can see through the disguise. Douluo Yixweek in the live broadcast room, how is this possible? My eldest brother is really you in disguise. The melon was so big that Xueku felt a little dizzy after eating it. Douluo Ren Xue in the live broadcast room, it's me. Douluo Yixweek in the live broadcast room, then where is my real big brother? Douluo Ren Xue in the live broadcast room, dead. Douluo Yixweek in the live broadcast room. Douluo Ren Xue in the live broadcast room, I will protect you from now on. Even if the Tiando Empire disappears, you will always be the princess of my spirit hall. Ren Xue still likes this little girl Xue Ku and doesn't want her to get hurt, etc. It suddenly occurred to me that Ren Xue still has a secret that she has not revealed. Ren Xue, who was originally comforting Xue Ku, suddenly felt tight in her heart when she saw the new content on the copy of the diary and Shen Fan's silvery expression in the live broadcast room. I heard that the water in Ren Xue is golden, but I don't know if it's true or not. Is it because Ren Xue is a god that she is different from ordinary girls? According to this, Bibi Dong's divine outfit after becoming a god is purple, so should her water be purple? No. As a person, I don't allow any secrets that I don't know about in this regard. I will have to confirm it with my own eyes in the future. Douluo Yishuiyuir in the live broadcast room, what do you mean? Douluo Yuowu in the live broadcast room, what are you pretending to be? When people say they don't know what it means, I can still believe it. But you said you didn't know. Hee. Douluo Bibi Dong in the live broadcast room, shut up, everyone. Bibi Dong was almost driven crazy by Shen Fan's diary. If Shen Fan and Qian Xuanji were standing in front of her now, she would be more likely to kill Shen Fan. After all, Qian Xuanji only made her life dark, but Shen Fan made her dark life have countless pairs of eyes to watch. Chapter 30 Destroying the Relationship Between Tang San and Xiao Wu. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Somewhere on the way to Wuhuan City. Little Lord. Are you okay? That snake spear. Douluo stood in front of a small pit and asked worriedly as he watched Ren Xue get up with a red face. Everyone was flying well just now, but I don't know what happened to Ren Xue. Suddenly she stumbled and fell from the air, which made Snake Spear Douluo think that Ren Xue was attacked by someone. I am fine. Ren Xue waved her hand, glanced at Shen Fan in the live broadcast room who stroked the leaves of the blue silver emperor a few times and then continued to write in his diary, gritting his teeth secretly. Okay, now the Bibi Dong chapter and Liu Erlong chapter related to Yu Xiaogang have basically been written. It is also time to talk about what happened in Tiando Shrek Academy. According to the Ning Rongrong's outfit I saw at that time, I can now confirm that this is the world of anime. In other words, I have 7 more wives from the Botanical College. The 7th girl of Plant Sentai. Of course, another thing to be thankful for is that Bibi Dong in the anime is more beautiful after becoming a god than before becoming a god, unlike in the novel, where Bibi Dong directly turns into a green-faced Fong after becoming a god. Writing this, Shen Fan uploaded a video of Bibi Dong walking towards his throne after becoming a god in the anime Rakshasa God Bibi Dong video. Click to view. Look at the white rabbit, look at the gem in front of the white rabbit. To be honest, many people want to be the gem in front of Bibi Dong's white rabbit, but I am a bit greedy. I want Bibi Dong. Douluo Bibi Dong, you'd better not get caught by me, or I'll really let you make a pendant. Douluo Liu Erlong in the live broadcast room, Shen Fan is right, being the biggest gem will indeed make you very happy. In the live broadcast room, the other girls of Douluo didn't dare to say anything, but Liu Erlong did. She was also a bachelor now. Since she couldn't match Bibi Dong in terms of force, she would try to outdo Bibi Dong in terms of words. Douluo Bibi Dong in the live broadcast room said, "Believe it or not, I'm going to kill Yuluo Mian right now." Douluo Liu Erlong in the live broadcast room, you. In fact, regardless of the anime, it can be seen from the novel that Bibi Dong will turn into a green-faced Fong after becoming a god. The Rakshasa god is deliberately trying to trick Bibi Dong. As far as I know, all the gods in the god realm are handsome men and beautiful women. I have never seen gods like Shura God King, Evil God King, and Destruction God King who are obviously negative gods turn into monsters. How did they end up here in Bibi Dong? The Rakshasa god turned into a green-faced Fong. This is so obvious. Just wait, Bibi Dong's wife who dares to bully me, from now on I will sell all the gods in your divine world to the Jiaofang division. Especially God King Shura who is in charge of all this. I will prepare a pound of music medicine and 100 fat and strong boars for you every day. I will let you enjoy it. Douluo 1, Douluo 2, Goddess of Life and Others. What does it have to do with us, that the Goddess of Life and others, who had been watching the show before, could not sit still this time? While expressing their dissatisfaction, they all looked at the Rakshasa god. The diary copy has more restrictions on them. According to the diary copy, the god realm and Douluo continent belong to 2 worlds, therefore, they cannot do anything outside the rules to Douluo continent. Douluo Bibi Dong, who the hell is your wife? Hyena on the side glanced secretly at her teacher. She felt that Shen Fan was so powerful. He could often make her teacher break his guard and curse with just a few words. This was something she had never seen before, but what made Hyena a little confused was that this time Bibi Dong just cursed, not like the previous moments when Shen Fan broke her guard. Not only did she directly curse, but she also always destroyed something. The girls, this man is really. The other girls were also speechless. They said Shen Fan was a good person, but some of his ideas were not like a good person at all. He was still a super big man. They said he was a bad person, and he had his own bottom line, ahem. Off topic. Pull back. Tang San is already at level 39 now, and it won't be long before he needs to hunt for souls. If I remember correctly, Xiao Wu should have asked Tang San to comb her hair recently. And combing her hair also officially means that Xiao Wu truly recognizes Tang San as a husband. After all, Xiao Wu's mother gave her that wooden comb, and she told Xiao Wu that if she met a boy she truly recognized in the future, she would let him use this wooden comb to comb her hair. Speaking of words. Should I go get this wooden comb tonight? Without this wooden comb, I'll see how you decide your love. Jie jie jie. Douluo Xiao Wu. Do you think I'm a dead person? Take it as you say. When the time comes, as long as you dare to come, I will definitely let you taste the taste of 8th Dan wrestling. Douluo Yiruqing Shuang, go and get it, I support you. Xiao Wu following you will be countless times better than following Tang San. Shen Fan naturally didn't know what Xiao Wu and Ruqing Shuang were thinking, so he laughed a few times and continued writing. Seriously, if Xiao Wu knew that her good husband Tang San was the one who really stabbed her numbly, I wonder if Xiao Wu would let Tang San comb her hair. Douluo Xiao Wu, what, how is this possible? Douluo Xiao Wu, this. After what Shen Fan said, Douluo Xiao Wu was shocked, and suddenly thought of what happened when she became a soul ring. Since she can be resurrected after becoming a soul ring, her mom can do the same. Douluo Yiruqing Shuang, alas. How could Ruqing Shuang not know what Shen Fan meant? But now, as Shen Fan said, Bibi Dong was already half crazy, and there was no way he would suffer heavy losses just to save her. This was also the reason why, no matter how much she wanted to talk to Xiao Wu, she never did so in the live broadcast room. She was afraid that Bibi Dong would find a way to completely annihilate her when he saw that her consciousness still existed. Although the copy of the diary had said that she could not harm other people who were also owners of the copy of the diary with malicious intentions, she was only a soul ring now and she did not dare to take the risk. This is actually easy to understand. Xiao Wu's mom is now Bibi Dong's soul ring. As long as Bibi Dong is still alive, there is a chance for Xiao Wu's mom to be resurrected, but once Bibi Dong dies, there is no possibility for Xiao Wu's mom to be resurrected. In the original world, Tang San, with the help of several veteran gods, finally killed Bibi Dong, which was tantamount to personally ruining Xiao Wu Mama's chance of resurrection. Douluo Xiao Wu, is that so? It was Tang San who harmed Mommy. Finally understanding what Shen Fan meant, Xiao Wu muttered to herself in a daze.